Hello everyone, it's Elise here, and welcome to the talk today and discuss the topic unlocking Web3 Cosmic Treasures, Gamification and Engagement Strategy with Monsterra and three lovely partners here, Aura Network, Meta Apes, and CrescentShine Studio, and dive into the conversation where industry experts share their insights on how to attract players and how to enhance experience via the birthday of a Web3 gaming project. Now let's welcome our adorable partners, speakers, YK from our network, Krishna from Meta Apes, and Ledo from CrescentShine Studio.
Okay, who go first? So let me introduce myself.
Anyone
okay.
can go first.
Okay, so actually it's quite exciting for me to be here today as a representative of CrescentShine Studio because I have already presented a lot at Monsterra BDM. But actually, yeah, this is the very first AMA of CrescentShine Studio in the team and celebrate Monsterra first birthday together. So I'm very happy and my honor to be here today with you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Ledo. And YK, can you go next?
Yeah, sure. I'll first give a brief introduction of myself and then move on to a TLDR of our network. I recently wrapped up my 2.5 years as an investor at Hashed, and I joined Aura, which is one of Hash portfolios. So Aura Network is the blockchain for emerging markets, and we really strive to really achieve mass adoption in what we consider the most attractive market in crypto right now. So we have built out the most comprehensive tech stack in the Cosmos ecosystem. We have the most performant indexer, the scanner, blockchain scanner, and also a very performant account abstraction library as well. So we've provided the best developer stack for best developer experience, and we hope that that will translate into better user experience tabs as well. So it's a great honor to be here. Monsterra is obviously one of our great partners. So yeah, excited for the discussions. Celine, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you, YK. So I want to hear more about Krishna also.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, first of all, yeah, good morning or good evening, whatever. So yeah, thank you, Monster, for inviting me and Meta Apes here. It's an honor to be here and talk to you guys about gaming and Game 5. So yeah, I'm Krishna. So I'm the social media and marketing manager at Meta Apes. I've been marketing Web3 products for the last 4 years. Got into Web3 gaming in the last year, and like super excited about the stuff that is happening there. Lots of innovation, wonderful community. Yeah, and yeah, hope there's more amazing stuff ahead. And coming back to MetaApes, I can give you a quick introduction now. So MetaApes, it's a free-to-play and a win-to-earn MMO strategy mobile game that was launched in the last year. So the game is set in a post-apocalyptic world in which the humanity has come to an end and a new era ruled by apes has begun, which means now all the players will be playing as apes in the game. So we have three default apes, and there are some other unlockable ape characters and also NFT fighters as well. So the main goal of the players is they have to manage their resources and build their cities in the ape world, and and they have to form up, team up with other players to form gangs. And the strongest of these gangs, they have to explore this entire ape world and occupy the launch pad and ultimately launch the rocket to become the overlord. So the gang which has launched this rocket becomes the winner of this game, and this whole cycle repeats. So there's not an exact time for this, but we can say roughly 2 weeks, and the cycle keeps on repeating. So in a nutshell, we can call MetaApes as a space race where the players get to build their cities and team up and strategize to compete to launch their rocket. and it is currently available on both Google Play and App Store. As I mentioned before, it is free to play and pretty easy to set up. And to everybody listening to it, I would ask them to give it a try.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. And I think that Meta is also like is the same with Monsterra also like strategy games, NFT games, and we have our own marketplace and our own land, right? Okay, so congratulations on your listing on Max, Krishna. And how's the traction and
Thank
reaction
you.
from your community? How's the traction
I'm sorry?
and reaction from your How's the traction and reaction from your community?
Yeah, absolutely. So the community absolutely love it, and they've been waiting for. I mean, I'm being honest here. So they've been waiting for some of these listings and stuff. Like the last few months, we were focused on doing more of these integrations to provide more accessibility to the users through blockchain integrations such as Polygon, CKVM, CKSync, and we have more coming up. But at the same time, we were doing some stuff with Peel, and we were trying to get more usable, develop the usability of this native token Peel. And I would say listing is in Maxi is one step in the right direction, and community, they're like really supportive, and I would say there's a lot more ahead, and our biz dev team, they are like really working towards some exciting integrations and listings, and I hope like soon there'll be more of these updates.
Yeah, that's amazing, mate. It's been 2 days, right, since your guys opened the trading gates. So I do hope that everything will go in the direction. Okay, thank you, Krishna. Hey, right, YK. Hey, YK.
Yep.
I heard that you work at an investor at Hash for about 2.5 years before, right? But now you moved to Aura Network and work as their CBDO. So I would like to know more. What's the reason, like a short reason, how Aura Network convinced you to come and work with them?
Yeah, so during my days at Hash, I focused on layer one ecosystem and infrastructure investments. And I was very attracted by and I was persuaded by our network because I personally believe that the next bull market or next generation of dApps will come from like a new user base. So currently, like if you look at crypto, marginal dApps are fighting for the marginal user base. There's not that many people actually using on-chain services and also games. So I think in order to change that, we have to target the right audience. And in my opinion, that will be emerging markets. Emerging markets, when I say emerging markets, more specifically emerging markets that have less legacy technology, because then the whole economy is ready to leapfrog into Web3 enabled infrastructure. So in that context, Southeast Asia, and namely Vietnam, was very attractive for me because it's a very young economy, and we've already seen like fertile gamified audience sprouting out through like Axie Infinity and other X2E games, and of course Monsterra. So I was very, and especially from the support from FPT, one of the largest tech giants in Southeast Asia, I thought that Aura had the right resources, the team, and also the community to really target mass adoption. So yeah, so TLDR will be I'm madly bullish in Asia, and I believe that Aura is ready to become the hub for the crypto hub for emerging markets. So that was one of the core reasons why I joined Aura.
Yeah, that's so reasonable. And I believe that you guys will have a remarkable cooperation together. And later, I think that our community is very surprised because you be here today as the speaker of CrescentShine Studio, not Monsterra. Can you explain a little bit about the reason, right?
Yes, of course. So I have to say that we like CrescentShine. Before we start, I would like to share more because like CrescentShine Studio is an innovative Web3 gaming Studio, which is like covering all like game productions and also gaming platform, Web3 gaming platform, where we support like development kit, launchpad, and community and everything. So for the game productions, we also like focus more in Web3 gaming productions, Web 2.5 product that we have like Monsterra coming soon, this maybe September. And other than that, we also make sure that we can exploit the full potential from Web 2 gaming industry. So that's why it's going to be like cover all from Web 2, Web 2.5 to Web 3, attack with other, supportive component. So for me, a lot of, Monsterra community member already like get accustomed to me as the partnership manager of Monsterra NFT game. But we deliver and generate more opportunity for every gamer, every developer, and even investor to find out the potential opportunity right in the community. So it's quite big and quite a lot of things that we have to do right now. But actually, I think that I do believe that Monsterra is just like a very successful showcase for us and also for the gaming community. Everyone see that you gain the proven track record tractions, and you also celebrating the first birthday lately in the last few days. So I do believe that we can do that. We can contribute and develop together to gain the goals together.
Yes, thank you, Lado. Anyone, don't worry, because Lado is still our Lado for both Monsterra and CrescentShine Studio, not just CrescentShine Studio. So keep follow us, and we will like announce more information about the relationship between Monsterra and CrescentShine Studio. Okay, guys, thank you to all of you for being here today in the birthday panel discussion with Monsterra and me and the speakers from our network, CrescentShine Studio and Meta Apes. It's been a week since we launched the birthday tournament, and we record a lot of participation in the landing page also. So before, along with like following rules and tasks to receive the box, the rewards from landing page, all the participants have to join a clan to jump into the birthday tournament also if they wanna win the prize of $50K. So we have 3 more weeks to join and invite friends to share this community. Will encourage more users to join us. And now let's go and working with Monsterra team with this.
Very essential. And so striking this balance would mean that, okay, that they are building a sustainable project and reaching 1 year milestone. I would say like you guys, like Monsterra is on the right track and trying to build this build a sustainable game. And I hope there'll be more years, to celebrate. And on top of this, like working with Monsterra has been an absolute pleasure. We have been in touch, I think, for the last couple of months, and before a couple of weeks, we did an event where we got a chance to talk to your community on Twitter Spaces session, tell them about the game, and interact with them. So yeah, it has been great, and I would say our relationship with Monsterra has been characterized by mutual respect, open communication, and most importantly, we share the passion of shaping the future of gaming together with blockchain technology and Web3. And I hope that we will be doing more of such exciting events that ultimately benefits both the parties and the community, Web3 gaming community. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. And I think that we have a great time for working together before it. And I hope that in the future, like next month or next 2 months, we can like have the mutual events for both our community and for both our users to join also. What about you, YK? Oh, I'm sorry. You just moved to Aura, YK. And so I can ask you to join this question as the speaker of our network. So
No, but I mean, still, I've
you
heard a
can.
lot about our collaborations with Monsterra, so I can definitely chime in.
Yeah, I did. I intend to ask you as the old friend who has worked with Monsterra before. So
Yeah,
what
sure,
about
for
things
sure.
about the past year when working with Monsterra team?
Yeah, so to add on to what Krishna mentioned, I think not only did Monstera survive and thrive in a year, like the first anniversary, but the year was composed of like half bull market and half bear market, right? And I guess the fact that Monstera has survived and also thrived in that period, and the fact that Monstera still has a thriving community speaks volumes of what Monstera team has achieved. And I think that's very rare in many of these cycles and in many of the portfolios that Hash used to have, because especially in the bear market, it's very difficult to sustain the level of excitement that you had in the bull market, right? And I guess that's the main dilemma of many of the projects that started in the bull market, where everybody was interested, but now acquire new users and to keep those users. So in that context, the fact that Monstera is sustaining the level of excitement, well, of course, there were some wavering moments, but we still have a very actively engaged community. So I think the fact that we still have the community live and we still have like these exciting features and this exciting anniversary coming, I think make Monstera stand out from many of the gamified projects. So congratulations.
Thank you, AK, for your sharing. And yeah, Monstera is very honored to work with you. And honestly, I think that a Web3 project can live until 1 year birthday is very powered. And they went through all the ups and downs, and still live is very incredible in this crypto world, right? And I really hope that Monstera can go further and have more birthday celebration. Monstera, that I want to know, I want to hear more about your sharing when working as the uh, partnership manager of Monstera and when working with Meta Apes and Aura Network also. Can you share a little bit?
Yes, for sure. But actually, before like sharing this, I'd like to say thank Krishna and YK because I feel so warm and so sweet when I see some kind of compliment for the project and also for the team as well. So it also like give us a lot of motivations to keep like working harder and contribute harder for the Web3 gaming ecosystem growth. So I think that actually I have to say that I completely agree with Celine and also like some job somewhere because I do believe that 1 year in crypto space and Web3 gaming is like several years in the traditional gaming. So I think that for me I have like 20 years attacked with the team and we also celebrate 12 months together since the main game launching. So it's quite a very long time for all of us to experience all of the market situations, fluctuations, and also scandal as well. But we still survive and keep working hard together. So I think that the very first birthday is just such a very important milestone, which mark like our dedications, enthusiasms, and also the effort of the whole team, and even our community members. So that's why we would like to say thanks to all of the partners and all of the community members to keep supporting us. And at the same time, I do believe that the team of CrescentShine Studio is also very talented and also dedicated, and we can do further, and we can make sure that we can like make a very high quality product, not only for the gaming industry but also to support the gaming industry, like the platform, like the toolkit, which Monsterra is the most successful showcase as well, and other things. So the roadmap and other plans we can share later. But for now, I think that it's time for us to dive deeper into like the way we can like partner up and to collaborate together, making sure that we can survive in this like sideways market and make it a boom in the upcoming time.
Yeah, thank you later for your sharing. and I hope that we can like have a mutual event and campaigns in the next month together, and to encourage and engage the community to for among us. Okay. It's great to celebrate this special event with close partners. I want to know more about how can Web3 game projects, networks, and platforms cooperate strongly and go further, exploit the user base and the potential of gaming ecosystem. Can YK, can you go first, please? What do you think about it?
I'm quite curious about the YK idea because we also want to know more and learn more on the way that we can like work together and we can grow and exploit fully potential of our network as well.
So I guess this will, I guess it will touch upon like many of the topics, but Aura, when I emphasized our focus on mass adoption, gaming is obviously a very important portion of it, because I think it has already been proven that unlike DeFi, where the user has to go through all the challenging like user experience turn points of the wallet experience, etc. Gaming abstracts a lot of that. So users, if the game is fun enough, entertaining enough, and also it's valuable enough for the users, users have shown their tendency to really go through, learn the process and go through it. In that context, we are of course focusing a lot on onboarding interesting games and games that can actually lead to mass adoption. And in that process, if we fully leverage the complete interoperability of Web3 assets and also blockchain technology, I think there can definitely be synergies. So let's say there's Monsterra and there's like other games that come up in the Aura ecosystem. The assets can be like because assets, when we talk about gaming assets in the crypto context, they're basically NFTs. They have like chosen specs, and if as long as we agree on how we want to interoperate like these kind of assets, they could definitely be visible or utilizable in both platforms, right? So I think I don't have like clear vision of how that can work, but if we start to have more games on top, I think we could closely work together to find the optimal way to cross-pollinate the community, so that if one game has this amount of community and another game has this amount of community, we can really converge that to have like a bigger community for both games and both services. So that's what I envision and what I'm excited of.
Yeah, actually, my answer is I think that we both network ecosystem, gaming ecosystem, and Web3 game projects can work together, but not in a mutual pool, or not a mutual pool. We can work like directly together, and along with that, we can like support each other for like Meta Apes can work with CrescentShine Studio and Monsterra in a gaming as a games in the gaming ecosystem, and we Monsterra or Meta Apes can work with Aura Network as the integration partners, right? So I think that we can like in the future, actually we can honestly we can work together and support each other many. Chris, now what about what do you think about this like this vision?
Yeah,
What do you think
absolutely
about
agree with.
my answer?
Yeah, absolutely agree with you both, and with YK regarding the interoperability. I think interoperability can be the biggest breakthrough in Web3 gaming if done right. So, like what I envision it as like so Meta has some fighters, right? NFT fighters, and Monster has some other NFTs. But I think converting the same thing, like so NFT fighter taking them to Monstera would be a big challenge because of the difference in physics and the design language and a lot of developer stuff. But maybe there can be some other way to do, like maybe holding a partner NFT can be as an entry ticket to some exclusive content in a partner project, or maybe it can be used. Yeah, I think that sounds really great, right? And that would be so cool, like buying one NFT and using that in different games. But I guess maybe there's a long way to go, and hopefully we'll reach that. Like, as a whole Web3 gaming community, I hope we'll reach there. And coming back to collaborations, like we believe collaborations play a really key role in both the user acquisition and building a brand value and trust. Like, for instance, like, to be honest, right now, the general sentiment in the gaming community, like the major gaming community, Web2, to play games and everything there. So the general sentiment towards Web3 games, it's not that great now, because they're really, the perception towards NFTs and these rewards and everything is a bit negative. And collaborating with the already established brands and games, that would help the upcoming projects and brands to build them and several others to explore joint initiatives and cross promotion. And at the same time, we also explore partnerships to expand the ecosystem, MetaEp's ecosystem, by integrating blockchain networks like Polygon, zkEVM, and BNB Chain. And what this kind of partnership does is it provides more accessibility to the users, and it provides them with a better gaming experience. So that is one aspect. And like, we also have to make sure that the token holders are happy, right? So we do that by partnering with the big brands in space like KuCoin. We listed Peel in KuCoin, and very recently we did that. We did a listing in Maxi, and the Peel IFO was done in PancakeSwap. So these kind of partnerships, they help us, providing a better utility and value to the governance token holders. So I would say, like, there are different branches of collaboration, and and simultaneously we try to partner with regional experts to expand our reach. We partnered with IndieGG, which is a Web3 gaming guild, which has a lot of presence in India. And this has helped us to reach the Web3 people, like Web3 community in India. And we're on a constant lookout for regions that has the potential, as Becky said, like Vietnam and Southeast Asia. That is the upcoming market, I would say, for Web3 gaming. And at the same time, we're also looking for amazing Web3 games and ecosystem partners to work together. But I would say we are like really picky in whom we work with. Like, we make sure to do our groundwork. We try to understand, like, okay, what is this game doing? What are they, like, who are supporting them? What are they building? We try to understand their social media and their community and everything, and only then we proceed further. So for every partnership, we believe this should be benefiting the players. At the end of the day, community is the key, right? So we believe they should be benefiting the community. It can be through like rewards, or maybe if it is blockchain, through better user experience, and maybe bringing more players in so that they have more players to play together with. And at the same time, we want to drive innovation through these collaborations. And obviously we have two more amazing projects, and we'd be happy to explore partnership opportunities like after the session. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, Krishna, and I really love your idea. So please drop your ideas in our mutual group, and we can discuss further for both Monsterra and MetaEpes. Okay, later.
Yes, I have to agree with that.
And what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about Krishna answer? What do you think about Krishna opinion?
I think that I totally agree with the ideas. But by the way, I think that I share the common point with YK that gaming is one of the most popular and the most successful form and also way to acquire user from Web 2 to Web 3. So that's why the aim and also the orientations of CrescentShine Studio also more focused in gaming and especially Web2 gaming. So to answer this, I would like to clarify a few points that I think that we all share the same goals to for our presence right here. I think that the first one is that we have like advanced product and we bring the great values for the user, like a very innovative solution. And the second one is that we want to bring the seamless and the very great experience for our user. And the last one is that we want to maximize the potential of the ecosystem and develop further together. So that's why we are here. So I think that to do that, beside collaborations and partnership with other partners, like our network is one of our strategic partners, and yes, Meta Apes is also like one of very close friend of us. We want to make sure that ourselves must be a very like quality and qualified game or project ourselves. We build and generate other very innovative products to making sure that we can contribute, we can be a very successful part to contribute to the ecosystem. And the second part is that beside collaborations aspect, we also find out the other partners, the correct partner to work with, like the team. I think that like the team member or also a way that we collaborate together because we right now we have a team very like dedicated and work very well together. So the same in the way that we gonna find out the correct partner to work with. So it's very important to go and attack along together. And the last part, as we evaluate and we appreciate the values and aware of the importance of community. So that's why I think that we have to consider other aspects like this game or this project had a very solid and active community or not, or something like that, or they take care of the community well enough or not, something like that. So it also some kind of other aspect that we're gonna concern. But further, I think that yes, we are like just a piece of the whole ecosystem, and we contribute together, work together. So that's why partnering up together is very important and very essential with the right one. So that's my perspective for that.
Yeah, YK, I heard that Lero have some like the same clarification with our network, and like what are the things about the direction, like the vision of CrescentShine Studio?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. I mean, so I think we're in that cycle, right? I mean, last cycle we just experimented with what has value, and we've learned a lot from what works and what does not work. So we've seen how the incentive based onboarding system definitely has scalability, as can be seen with Axie, but we've seen how like having sustainability is really like critical to have a sustainable model of adoption. So I guess we've seen from that with many like major games. I don't want to say the specific names, but I guess we know like all the like major like move to earn apps and the play to earn apps that we can learn from. So based on that knowledge, I think if we target the right market, and I keep on showing the Southeast Asian and all, of course, the emerging markets, but if we cater to the right audience and have a working economy, a sustainable economy based on that, I definitely think that we can have a different level of mass adoption in the next cycle. Really excited for that.
Yeah. Okay. So I really hope that your all sharing today will like can have the same things together, and we can talk about more about the further collaboration or campaigns. So when talking about the further campaigns or plan in the future, can you share more about the plan to develop and expand your partnership network and collaborative events in September or quarter four in 2023 with us? We are very, very excited to be involved in it and be a part of it.
Yeah,
Anyone can go? Yeah, don't
yeah,
panic. If
yeah,
you
I
have your
mean,
sharing, you might just share with us.
so we're chatting with a variety of actors. So we're chatting with like OG, very old IP holders in Japan and Korea, and also like major gaming studios also in Japan and Korea. We have been leveraging our like close relationship with FPT to like package our own learning experience. So such as like penetration into like the Vietnamese like broadcasting network, and also like the Vietnamese general gaming community, and also like other merchandising and etc. So unfortunately, I can't disclose all the names that we are talking to. It's like strictly NDA, but we have that bucket. But we also have like lots of more like on-chain native, like DeFi, like Web3 native services that we've been chatting to. So we're mainly, my interest is mainly on like games and like these GameFi projects based on more developed economies. So if you have an already established community in those developed like Korea, Japan, or like the Western economies, it is actually you can actually leverage a lot of synergy if you pair that with the emerging countries, because there will be that wage arbitrage. So there could be like the purchaser and the supplier economy, where because the time value of their work is different, people can be happily like playing the game while earning like significant portion of cash flow for the emerging economies, while the more developed economies can enjoy the like produce like items or characters to make their gameplay more colorful. So I'm very interested in those kind of mechanics, and I'm chatting with projects that already have those established communities, but many of them are in their early stages. So whenever I can disclose anything, I'll make sure to share it with you folks as well.
Yeah, sure. We want to know more about your plan, your future plan in September and Q4 also. And so, if you have any updates or any news, like feel free to share with us in the group. And we always want to know more about the future plan of yours. What about you, Leto? Can you share the future plan for CrescentShine Studio, or what you intend to do in next month or next quarter?
I have to say that I'm quite excited when I heard about the plan of our network because I'm gonna exploit it from the whole team. We want to make sure that we can like work on it together for our network and for CrescentShine Studio as well, because we have something like the development kit that ready to share and onboard like Web 2 to Web 3. So it's very amazing if we can like work together. So I think that for CrescentShine Studio, like we have like Monsterra already like complete about like nearly 100%. So upcoming, there's gonna be Mons Hub with like our Web 2x5 product with about like 4 or 5 games within Mons Hub, like a hub of gaming. So it's gonna be very amazing, simple and addictive gameplay, and everyone can play for free and decide to play for advance if they want. And further, we also have like other things that we want to share, because we also like working on our innovative Web3 gaming platform named Era 3. So actually, as I share with you, Era 3 is another big and also very innovative product, which is like support our developer with the development kit, super friendly and easy to use. But at the same time, we also have like the launchpad, community, and other things. So quite a lot of few things that we have to do. But yes, we are, we want to recommend that you should follow and join involved in our community member, so we can like follow up and update the information latest. So that's the whole thing.
Yeah, thank you, Leto. Yeah, thank you, Leto, for your sharing about the future plan of CrescentShine Studio. And for me and Monsterra, we so be to be honored to like go with CrescentShine in the future plan. And what about Meta Apes, Krishna? Do you have like a
Yeah,
future plan to share with us?
yeah, we have a lot of plans for this year still. So first of all, we got a great start to 2023, and as I mentioned earlier, like we were trying to provide more accessibility and expand the ecosystem, and we've recently integrated Polygon CK VM and CK Sync, and so we still have like the same plans in that aspect, like to provide more accessibility, and we have a couple of more integrations coming up like really soon. I cannot give more details on this, but like the announcements are going to be really soon. So like to all the listeners, like I would say, like, you know, stay tuned to our social media, and yeah, and they'll be exciting for sure. And one more thing which we are focused on, like it is one of the main priorities of Meta Apes. Like, so what we believe is like for a Web3 game to reach the mass adoption, okay, maybe it's a too much of a word, maybe to acquire more users, like more non-crypto users, we like the game should be like a Web2 game, even though it's a Web3 game. So like what we are trying to do is like we are trying to improve the user experience so that when the players are playing this particular Web3 game, Meta Apes, they would be feeling like that it's a Web2 game, but with blockchain and rewards and everything in the back end. So, like, I cannot share the exact details and the info on this, but that is going to be for this year. So yeah, I would say, like, you know, stay tuned on that. And regarding the partnerships, like, yeah, we'd be, you know, continuing to explore more partnerships, and also, like, you know, to explore more, you know, more geological locations to expand our reach and touch new audiences there. And in terms of the gameplay, we'll be continuing to explore new features, new content, and new servers and everything. So, like in the long run, our goal is to work towards community-driven gameplay and a community-driven development through Peel Tower, which will be obviously be run by our native, you know, governance token holders, Peel holders. So we believe in the long run, they would be able to decide on the direction of the development of Meta Apes. Yeah.
The future plan of CrescentShine also, but we have our own vision also. Actually, at this time and next month, we will like focus on our birthday party tournaments. Is our first like concern in for this future plan, and same as you, for our future plan, we can't share the detailed here, but we will share with you guys when it's announced in the social media. Okay, so thank you for all of you to be here, and really thanks to all the communities and all the speakers for your joining today, and hope we can meet again soon in the next episode. So see you in the next episode, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.
Bye bye. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, enjoy the session.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye bye.